So I've made a few videos here about writing workshop, but I haven't really talked about any of the writing assignments or any of the cool projects I do with my writers. So today I want to tell you about my best first writing assignment. And it all starts with a friendly letter from me to my student writers. Hey there, I'm Kathy Harsh, middle school writing teacher and coach. I help you teach writing to your middle school writers and help you save time along the way, all while still keeping your sanity and your weekends. If you've watched some of my videos before, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing to this channel. You'll want to hit that notification bell because I publish videos every Monday that help you with the writing tips, strategies, and all those kinds of things you can share with your students. I don't want you to miss out on our little community that we're building here at Teach to Write for Middle School. Now, my first writing assignment in our writers workshop is something I've been doing for 25 years now. When I was a new teacher back in 1996, I was searching the web. There was no Google back then. That's how long ago it was. But I was searching for classroom icebreakers and I found this idea, and I wish I knew who posted this idea, but it was a long time ago. So yeah, can't find them. The writing assignment actually starts off with me. So first I write a friendly letter to my student writers introducing myself. In my letter, I model voice and word choices and establishing mood and tone. And yet my students aren't even aware of that consciously. One cool thing about this is that I have a collection of these letters that go all the way back to 1996, if I could find them all. They're somewhere in several of my computer files. But if you'd like some of those sample letters, just let me know in the comments down below and I can get some of those together for you and share them. I'll put them in the links, I guess. I'm sure it'll be a good laugh because I've written so much about old movies and old music and things my family did that were silly and funny, and especially stories about my dogs and stuff. So anyway, on the first day of school, I welcome my writers into our writing workshop, and then they do a little bit of writing during the bell ringer activity. And then I pass out copies of this letter and give them time to read it for themselves. And next, during the mini lesson, we talk about it. We talk about the letter format and what my main ideas are in each paragraph. We also talk about the content. I ask them what they've learned about me as a person, which is in the first paragraph of the letter. And this is where I've written about what's important to me, like caring about other people and wanting to help my student writers be successful. I also talk about how important it is that we all respect one another in our classroom, because that's so important to get that established at the very beginning, especially with middle school. Then in the next paragraph, I explain what I want students to know about me as a teacher. This is where I discuss my credibility, my writing that I've published, teen fiction books and stories that I wrote, and that I write for my blog, podcast, and YouTube channel every week. From this, my students know I'm serious about writing, that I'm a total writing nerd, and it's definitely a passion in my life. I also get a lot of street cred from telling them that I have published books and that they can find them in the school library. Next, I tell them that the reason I teach ELA and creative writing is that my grandmother gave me this love for storytelling and reading. And so English language arts has always been my strength, especially writing. Then I ask my students to write back to me. So that's their assignment. They write a friendly letter back to me answering these questions. So the first question is, what do you want me to know about you as a person? What do you want me to know about you as a student? What are some ways you express yourself in writing? And the last one is, what makes you curious? I love that last one. I give students a couple of days to compose their letters during writing workshop time. As you know from last Monday's video about planning for the first week of school this year, I'm giving my writers these questions each day as a bell ringer. And we're working on 1 paragraph per day. And then during our writing workshop time. And then the following week, I'm going to teach them how to log into the computers and how to get to this assignment, which I'm going to number as assignment number 1, letter to Mrs. Harsh. Now, I want to do a side note here about numbering your assignments. For years, I would lose my assignments in my documents. They would just be there amongst all the other assignments, because a lot of my assignments have similar names, like describing people or describing a setting, or but there wasn't that much differentiation between them. So I learned to number my assignments so I can find them very easily. I can give the students another copy of it if it's a paper copy, or if it's a computer copy, I can tell them where they can find it, because I have them all in the same file and they're all numbered 1 through however many assignments I have for the school year. And it's been a game changer in how organized I am with those assignments. Just giving you that little side note aside there. Has nothing to do with the assignment other than what I named it. But if you number your assignments, it makes it so much easier when a student is asking for something they've missed because they've been out of your class or something. Now, my writers will be submitting that letter electronically through Canvas, which is the learning management system that my school uses. But before we had computers in the classroom, my students used to write their letters in pen and pencil. Sometimes I would give them cute stationery to write on, but sometimes it was just notebook paper, whatever I had handy. I do this writing assignment every year because it accomplishes so many things. It helps to establish our teacher-writer relationship. It demonstrates their writing skills. It demonstrates their computer skills and shows me what they still need to learn. It also shows my students how much I care about them as people and as fellow writers. So I hope you try writing a friendly letter to your students and invite them to write back to you. I learned so much about my students, and it helps to build a respectful classroom environment from the very beginning of the school year. If you'd like to know more about Writing Workshop, please check out my other YouTube video about the essentials of Writing Workshop. And if you'd like to set up a Writing Workshop in your ELA classroom, click on the link below in the description box to join my free 5-day challenge where I help you set up time-saving systems for your writing workshop. So I hope to see you next Monday. Bye for now, and happy writing.